This is called intentionally a COO community call, and it really is about bringing all of us together. My background is not actually in sales. I was a relationship manager at an asset management firm. I was in business development with a market maker, and then I joined Ridgeline and actually was a director of strategy and operations before stepping into my current role. And so this community, I think, is so essential for us to build. And I'm so honored that I get to do this conversation with Evan Fire and Jaron Smith, who are two individuals that I've had the privilege of getting to know, through, of course, the conference circuit, but in our line of work. And I have deep respect and admiration for the people that they are, the leaders that they are. And we wanted to expose you all to a little bit of the conversation that we have, how to lead, how to build teams.
As a COO, we often are asked to be drivers of change, but also stewards of keeping the ship afloat and navigating risk and making sure that the engine that's running behind the curtain can continue to operate no matter what. That you're going to feel lonelier and lonelier the more you move up the food chain. The burden of leadership is heavy, and there's a reason why you end up sitting in the seat. And sometimes you just got to take it and go. So
I think it's interesting. I think oftentimes we think about community as, or like building teams, and you think inside the walls of your organization of, okay, I will fill maybe the lonelier position because I don't have as many peers now as you ascend into leadership. There's not as many people in your analyst class or your VP pool. Like, it's not the same. Jaron, you have been in the role, as you shared with us, for 18 months. And I'm curious if you can share a bit of a reflection on those first 18 months and how you started to kind of create that momentum for your business as a newcomer.
Not just to be a problem solver, you have to love solving problems. Like, you have to run after the problem. And I think, every role isn't for everyone. I think to be a COO or even a chief of staff, you have to run towards the storm. You can't run away from it because it'll just chase after you. You got to go into the eye of the storm. And I think certain people enjoy that. Like, give me the biggest problem. Like, I would love to figure out how to solve it. And I think, in organizations like the one that Evan's at, the one that I'm at, I think there's a balance, right? There's people like us who love to solve the problems, and there are people who just love that there are people who are solving the problems. They kind of just let you go solve the problem and, like, tell me how you're going to solve it and what I need to do. And God bless you for wanting to solve this problem.
I'm curious, Evan, if you have another perspective on how you have aimed to build that trust and credibility, maybe the same or different from how Jaron has articulated how he did that kind of as a newer entrant into the firm.
You got to lead from the front. You can't sit up in your ivory tower and point and click. That's not how it works. That's not how people follow you. You
have to figure out how to come up with a destination that everyone is bought into, and slowly but surely lead from behind to get everyone there.
I am a believer that we can supercharge our people, and that AI isn't taking our jobs if you're the right people. And I am super excited about the future.